Do some more tasting notes today. I've already talked about this once through the series of tastings on these American single malts, but I am stealing this one from a tasting that I did with my friends from Bourbon Lens around American single malts. And all of the ones that we had throughout the course of the night were actually blind. And so it was a good opportunity for me to address some bias that I might have towards a given distillery or towards given a location. And this one was maybe a victim to some preconceived notions that I had. Throughout the blind, I was able to try it and then gave me the opportunity to decide I needed to come back to this and look at this a little bit more broadly. Specifically, we're talking about the Balcones lineage. It's their American single malt. And Balcones, if you don't know anything about them, they're in Texas, and Texas whiskey has a connotation to it. And not all Texas whiskey is, equivalent. I really like what's going on at a lot of distilleries. But as soon as you say that, it's almost like the way that the term craft has been used in the past. It's like, don't expect too much out of it because it's craft. Same thing with Texas. This one was in a blind. It was surprising. It wasn't the most surprising. If you want to know what the most surprising was, you can go back a couple videos and you'll get that. I'm not going to tell you which video it was. You got to go figure that out on your own. Anyways, after the tasting I did with the Bourbon Lens guys, I came back to this 3 different times on 3 different days with 3 different sets of glassware to try to bring this to you guys because I knew it's exactly what you wanted to hear. So the first time through, the nose on this had a strong cask influence, but almost winey, overripe tropical fruit, maybe a burnt sugar. The palate on it was fruit punch, but if it was a whiskey. And the finish was like milk tea. Not tea with milk in it, but milk tea. The nose the second time through was caramel into red wine, then strawberry. The palate was red fruit, and it was a single malt at its core within the kind of the central theme of the palate. And then the finish on it was barrel spice and red candy. Then the last time through gave me some dried red fruit, cranberry, strawberry on the nose. Could have been any of those things. And then the palate was peachy and buttery, and then the finish was musty. This, like I said, it sort of shook my beliefs and my ability to taste things unbiased on a regular basis. You should do the same thing, right? You challenge your biases on a regular basis because it's the only way you're going to get through and be able to discover a whole lot of other brands besides the ones that everyone else says are